Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on second and long. Rosen throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down. Jim. Showing up.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Taylor. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And that's caught by Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They run the counter. Taylor, no dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run on first down. It's Lyons, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes forced out to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, Mahomes buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fleming. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A nice gain of 21 yards. On first and 10, here's Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
First down, Chiefs.
Hey, 57.
They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Rosen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch it. Check three.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing off.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's bring it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's checking crack. Check the
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Check 93's the mic. 93.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Complete. Smith has it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. There goes a deep ball. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to find Hill here. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return will stop right around the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Kill.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Shift. No. Off. Hey, Florida.
Push him back.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Watch the twist. Check 30.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Switch.
From the 36, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Rosen. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tack McKinley. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. They complete it to Hill. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13.
Now it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Completes it to Hardman. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 ticks remaining, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Dolphins, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Hey. I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. Run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. Foot on the gas, I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 8, read. Tight end right. 4 down, check. Nice 7, let's go. 6. Ready.
Here's a handoff to begin the drive to Morris. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Morris. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Morris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and 2. Looking deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early, but now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now a handoff looking right. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second and very short, Mahomes flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
1st and 10.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is Morris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On second down now, it's Morris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Morris. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Martinez throwing on third and long. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On second and 9, Mahomes buying time to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now Mahomes. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Attacking, attack!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Martinez, operating from the gun, being chased out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice practicing that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to, or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, 57 colors. Hey, 43, 15.
Hayward.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
15.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Kill.
Hey, 43.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Going up top. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
And got his man complete. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 10-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. He's got it complete to Thompson. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is brought in by Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Here we go.
First down, Denver.
I got one. Let Hudson.
Martinez now throwing on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Damian Ratley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Squeeze, get in there. H3, 218, chopper. Jackrabbit. He's chucking Leo. And go.
They'll run on first down. Morris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Morris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Martinez. That one caught by Gibson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Operating from the gun, Martinez. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Now Martinez operating from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Martinez to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught. A big play there for KC. 64 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll come out in the pistol. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now a give right side. It's Morris. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here's Martinez. Throwing on 4th down. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 92 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there, 56.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
57. Mike 56. Mike 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Gets this one to Morris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Morris. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
On the ready. 52, right 52. Oh, here we go. Nico, 132 point.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Martinez flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
56. Here we go, team. Attack, attack. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. 15.
Mahomes going to throw it here, being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know with that play.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had...
Ladies and gentlemen,